Your Excellency Narendra Modi, Your Excellency President Robert Mugabe, Chairman of the AU, Your Majesties, Excellencies, colleagues, heads of state and governments, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me join my colleague heads of state to express sincere thanks and appreciation to our gracious host, His Excellency, the Prime Minister, the government, and the people of the Republic of India for the warm hospitality since our arrival in this beautiful and historic city of New Delhi, and for the excellent hosting of this third Indian-African Forum Summit. This summit offers an excellent opportunity for the continent of Africa and the subcontinent of India to build upon our historic and fraternal South-South cooperation. Africa is inspired by India as a great model of technological advancement, research, and development. We seek to nurture this inspiration to harness the continent's resources for growth, stability, and development. Africa is ready for business and prepared to build synergies for trade and investment. Africa seeks a win-win partnership based on public sector facilitation and private sector centrality. We applaud India's leadership in advancing the cause of Global South within the frameworks of the Group of 77 and China, the Non-Aligned Movement, the Commonwealth, the G20, and the United Nations. Today, the international community is discussing and acting on climate change, environmental degradation, desertification, light weapons, and the fight against terrorism, human trafficking, drugs, and piracy. These are critical concerns for Africa and India. Our population are not only the more at risk, but they are also the least able to weather the devastating effects of these transborder events. With nearly half of the world's population, India-Africa synergizes on these matters are central to the future of humanity. With the biggest youth populations, our people are becoming the mainstay of humanity's progress. They are the future of our species, and we must cooperate to secure that future. India and Africa must build a great partnerships to deliver on the Sustainable Development Goals. That future must also be based on democratic and inclusive global institutions. It is in this light that we seek India's support as the world's biggest democracy for Africa's quest for a more inclusive United Nations. That is why, Your Excellencies, as coordinator of the African Union Committee of 10 of the United Nations Security Council reform, I would like to use this platform to solicit the support of India for Africa's bid for 2 permanent seats in the United Nations Security Council with all the privileges involved as enshrined in the Zulwini Consensus and the Street Declaration. Your Excellency, Mr. Prime Minister Modi, we applaud India's support for peace, stability, and growth in Sierra Leone. India's contribution in the United Nations peacekeeping operations helped bring lasting peace to Sierra Leone and many other parts around the globe. Today, my government contributes troops and support peacekeeping operations in Africa and other lands. We seek partnership with India in furthering this important arm of global stability and peace. Excellency, Mr. Prime Minister Modi, Sierra Leone and India share great ties. Many persons of Indian descent call our country home, sharing in the successes and challenges of everyone else in Sierra Leone. They have served as great bridges of friendship between the peoples of Sierra Leone and India. Let me take this opportunity to salute them for their immense contribution to Sierra Leone. We are inspired by Indians' adherence to democracy and its impressive growth in recent years. Your country has been wonderful in sharing the experiences and gifts of that growth with us in the energy, agriculture, and other sectors. Excellency Prime Minister Modi, as you are aware, a little over a year ago, the Ebola epidemic struck our region. This evil virus struck at a time when Sierra Leone was being commended for its remarkable progress in ensuring peace, stability, and a steady economic growth. The outbreak has taken a heavy toll on the entire socio-economic fabric of Sierra Leone and its neighbors. But with support from our international friends, we fought back. Today, we have almost defeated the evil virus. We have had no cases of the disease for nearly 2 months now, and we are just days to Sierra Leone being declared Ebola-free by the World Health Organization. We have designed a post-Ebola recovery program prioritizing health, education, social security, and economic resurgence through the promotion of the private sector. As a great innovator of health products and programs, education, ICT, and agriculture in the developing world, we seek India's support in ensuring success in these areas. I have come with a delegation constituting members of my government and business executives with a view of harnessing bilateral frameworks for cooperation between the two countries. Already, Indian-owned businesses are thriving in Sierra Leone, including the largest telecoms operator, Airtel. Greater opportunities for excellent returns to investment partnerships between Sierra Leone and Indian businesses exist in the agriculture, mining, energy, and infrastructure sectors. Sierra Leone is ripe for recovery and growth. We urge India's participation in these immense possibilities of our recovery. Africa is taking off. We applaud India's partnership in Africa's re-emergence. Africa is now a champion of reforms, inclusion, and growth at continental, subcontinental, and global levels. We seek India's continued cooperation in these worthy causes. I thank you for your attention.